Hey, howdy, hey everyone, what is up? Vetisthefallen here today with my friend Starrunner. And today I'm actually going to let him talk because this is what he actually wants to do it.
So, you're going to let me do it?
Oh, I could.
I mean, you're so long-winded.
Oh, well, in that case, first things first, everyone who's been talking about Fallout 4, I've actually played a pretty great game, but actually, so we're actually going to go out of the aspect of the game and actually go with the special edition, which Starrunner here actually bought. I would not waste, what was it, like 100 and...
Let's just say it cost a lot of money just to get a hunk of plastic. But to be honest, the hunk of plastic is really, really nice.
As you guys will see, later on in the video.
This is not the hunk of plastic. This is a storage box for the hunk of plastic. Now inside,
it's a big hunk of plastic,
is the Pip-boy. Yes. As you can see, I kept the stand in it just so if I want to put it away, it's not shaking in there. Now,
I thought you said it wasn't shaking.
And I didn't say you were an idiot.
Sorry, don't put it down now. Okay.
Anyway, as you probably know by now, there's plenty of unboxing videos of the Fallout 4 Pip-boy. Really, to be honest, all I'm trying to state is to make sure that people know what the Pip-boy is. And Ventus understands. We've had this discussion before many a time. Ventus, people are already doing unboxing. Try something new. But I want to do an unboxing.
Oh, that's really one way of actually putting it, absurdingly, but...
Well...
Oh, pretty much, yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Anyway, as you know, it's a Pip-boy. It's a glorified phone case. That's all it really is. If your phone fits, good job. If it doesn't, too dang bad. Because I can tell you right now, to even put your phone in here is a little bit of a hassle. And we'll explain that a little later.
Well, actually, but I know you'll explain it, but I'm just saying, for those of you who don't do what you did to yours, which will be explained later, what kind of phone would you say would have to fit, or what could fit normally?
Well, really, in my honest opinion, anything from Samsung S5 and lower will fit. You can find that information on their website. You can even find information of other people that have been told the information. Now, there's the kicker. Foam inserts are another problem to deal with. Yes, your phone might fit, but to use a foam insert, yes, they give you plenty of choices to choose from, but Ventus here runs on an Apple. I run on Android. Apple PC. Anyway.
Laptop, PC, desktop. Okay, anyway.
Truth of the matter is, any phone would really fit. Anything of the size, 5.5 inches in, I believe, length. Which is basically from the bottom to the top. Now this phone, right here, if I remember correctly, when I did my research, is about 5.53. And as you can see, it's working, it turns on, and there's plenty of gap.
Again, if you guys can't see exactly what it is, because this phone is actually kind of bright, we are going to have more of a close-up, so it'll be better explained. You guys can see the Pip-boy a lot better, unless he takes it out and shows.
Yes. And I've had to make some modification with mine. Now, I'll put the Pip-boy over here. Now, these are also another problem. As you can see, they're frames. S5s, Galaxy S5s, and the larger iPhone 6 can and almost accommodate the full screen without something like this. In game, you might have noticed that it's pretty much a big screen in game. Since this screen is so small, all it does, it just shrinks it to where it's, let's see if I can even light it, to where now...
Your phone doesn't like you, apparently.
No, it doesn't. As you can see, it shrinks it a little. We'll get more into detail on that. Point of the matter is,
It's a beautiful thing.
it's a beautiful hunk of plastic. But it's a beautiful thing, I can tell you that.
Alright, so on to the review. And, yeah. So here's the Pip-Boy edition, where you can actually see the box and you can see the Pip-Boy actually on the stand. Now, it is actually really beautiful the way it looks, and I might as well, right now, I'm going to have StarRunner actually talk about it. So I hope you're ready to learn more about this amazing Pip-Boy from Fallout 4.
Anyway, you insert the screen frame as such. Now, I do recommend you put the phone in first before you put it on your arm. And I'll explain later. Now, as you can see, I have one hand holding the door open and one holding the frame. Now, you gently just pull the frame down. Like I say, it's not easy. It is not easy to do one-handed. But I've tried it before. You simply close like this, and it's a snap. A reminder, this latch has to be off for you to press the button, otherwise it won't go. Don't worry if it hits the power button. It's meant to be pushed up and down. And then just latch it. You're good to go. But wait, you got to put this on your arm. So, like any good, convenient person, you just unvelcro, like so. Roll up your sleeves. Short sleeve shirts, you don't need to worry. Insert your arm like so. Now notice that my arm is pretty fat. I am a little pudgy, but it still fits because of the foam inserts. Now, when attaching this to your arm, be very, very careful not to cut too tight. Otherwise, you'll cut off circulation. So you just want just enough to be where you can put it on your arm. Now, as you can see, it is firmly attached. It feels a little loose, but it's tight. Now we close it up. We take the latch like so. As you can see, slip it right there. And you're in. Now, I have to do a little adjusting because as you can see, this line right here is the seam for the case. And you want your Pip-Boy exactly pointing to your thumb. From the tip of the thumb all the way lined up like that. So in other words, your thumb should be almost lined up to this line right here. Think of it as a marker. Not guidelines, but a marker. To where you keep it right there. So that way, when you look at it, the thumb is technically pointing towards you. Now, Pip-Boy is another subject.
Now, the Pip-Boy is actually kind of, well, you could actually touch. Let me see. I gotta find out how exactly.
I'll show you, Ventus. It's a slide.
Okay, so it's a slide, and your lovely Pip-Boy is over here in this nice little app, which you can see. And apparently it starts up.
Yes, the Pip-Boy has many different functions. You can connect it to the PlayStation, Xbox One, or PC. It does run on Wi-Fi, and it is a little hard to work with on the Wi-Fi part. The actual game-wise is actually a whole lot better. Yes, Ventus, you can even turn it on. Good for you. Now, noticing that my arm is straining, I am going to now cut out and take it off to show you the functions of the Pip-Boy. As you can see, the Pip-Boy is running not on offline mode, but on game mode, or offline game mode. Call it whatever you want. The whole point is, this is your character in the game. A rule of thumb, whichever character you're playing with the Pip-Boy will show up on the offline mode. So if you have two characters two different characters, it'll show either the one or the other, never both. You cannot switch people. You cannot switch profiles. That's the word, profiles. I don't know why I said peoples. Anyway, just like the Pip-Boy and everybody else has been demonstrated at E3 and wherever else, you can use the touchscreen to interact with the game, with the Pip-Boy. Yes, and the game. Notice that each function, there it goes, works, so to speak. I'm upside down, so practically doing this is fun. Anyway, as you notice, that this is my character. I have really high intelligence. I have been working hard on that. Thank you very much. And as you notice, the map does show my current quest and all of the locations that I've done so far. And then radio is offline, not a sound. If you're wondering why we're doing this video over recording, it's because, well, there's nothing really to show. Except for the fact that when you get to perks, now the perks have animations. Magazines have their own personal ones, but like the big cap collector, you get certain effects. And yes, you can even look at the next perk. So say if you don't have the guide, you can look at it, and so on and so forth. Yes, that's gun nut. Now, you can also play games. Yes, I said that again, games. Whatever the game you have for in Fallout 4, with the magazines you collect, you can play them on the app here. However, I do notice that some of them do have to have two thumbs to play. Atomic Command uses your finger. The Red Menace requires a joystick style, where you use your thumb and your other finger, or the pointing finger, whatever you want to call it. Point is that basically whatever game you're playing, it's just going to be like the game you play on your phone. Now, as I said before, the functions don't really change it, but you can back out. And the buttons are not hard to press when you're wind pressing it. When you're upside down, whatever. I do recommend, however, if you're going to use your phone and you need to get out, I do recommend having a way of backing out. There's some apps out there now that allow you to back out of a game, or in a sense, back out of your phone, and they're soft keys. That's another video for another day, but trust me, some of the things that I've been working on it, Ventus thinks I'm crazy, but to have soft keys on your phone in a small area like this will help you if you're getting a phone call for work, your mother, your father, or your ex. You can get to it quickly. And just like before, to get back into the game, just press the Pip-Boy, and your file will be saved. Because to be honest, you can't mess with this. There's no way to change, to do anything. You can't upgrade your character, you can't downgrade your character. And that's pretty much it.